Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Quick tip for you beginners out there, or whatever stage you're at. 1, 2, 3, third string from the bottom E string, third string down. This is the third fret in. Index finger that will stay on there and that won't move. Optional thumb blocking the bottom E string or the bottom two strings. I recommend that, but it's up to you. You could have it supporting the back of the neck, and if it rings out, it still might sound all right, but that's your call. But I always have mine draping over. Now, whether you're using this finger or the pinky, I always use the pinky. This is quite a good practice to do because it's only your pinky that's going to be moving. Your thumb and the index finger on that third string is going to keep still. It's not going to move. So this is why I think it's quite a good practice session. And the reason why it's a good practice tip is because you've only got to move this, and you can keep this now on the third string along like your index finger's doing, but you can also flick it to the strings of the high strings, and you can also flick it up to the slightly deeper sound on the string above. But you're flicking on the same third string. Where it's a good practice, not only from that point of view, it's a good practice now what you do with the all-important strumming hand, whether you're left or right-handed. So you're going to see here, for what I'm about to do, a mixture of a strum like that, chugging, different speeds, and it's all from flicking this as well to give you the tone. So, for example, that's where it's good practice. Okay, so you can see the different speeds I was doing there with the strumming, the chugging, and all I was doing is flicking. I was just flicking the pinky, or if you want to use that finger, whatever your preference is. But this is quite a good one. Now you can do that on, here, or even here. But you just, dot to dot, pick two that's more comfortable to you, and just do that by keeping these still. Index finger and the thumb, if you're using it still, and then this finger is only flicking up and down, or your pinky, whatever one you're using. So it's just a quick tip from that. Another thing from, again, I'm 14 months in now with no face-to-face lessons. This is all off YouTube, TikTok videos, Facebook videos, Instagram, all where you would normally see people like me or anyone else, or watching the actual people on stage in concert playing, and you're looking at what their hands are doing. It is just getting tips and your own riffs and your own style for what you want to play off social media. So whether you think what I'm doing is a half decent standard for home playing, then don't let anyone tell you otherwise, that expensive face-to-face lessons is not needed. If you're going to play in a band, or you've got bigger ambitions of what to do as a musician, then you've got to go down a different route. Even I admit that you've got to go down. Home playing, you don't need to. You really don't. If you've got the money to pay out for lessons, by all means do it. But you can generally play quite well for the music that you like listening to, whether it's rock music or whatever you're into. You can get to a half decent standard if you keep to it. Now, I practice about 4 days a week, at least an hour. each day. Not everyone gets the time to do that, but I can manage to do that at least 4 days a week at minimum of an hour, if not a little bit longer. So it comes down to how your process will be over the next year or two, depending on how much time you get to practice. But keep on doing it. So when I first started out, I was using the thicker part of the pick to strike the strings because I wasn't accurate enough to use that. Now, as natural progression will make you improve. You can't get worse at it, you can only get better. So the natural progression is, I flip this now, and now I'm more accurate. I can strike the actual strings that I'm looking to play without striking any others. That's just natural progression. You can only get better as time goes on. I think the younger you are, the quicker you're probably going to learn. You know, I'm doing this in my late 40s, but I can, if I can do it, then anyone can do it, because again, my hands are not coordinated. I'm not the best coordinated person in general. Rhythm and everything else, so I had to work on it quite hard. So there's people out there who are going to be a lot more natural than me. But anyway, that's a good tip. Just picking which one you want, and then all you're doing is flicking this finger. And then it's good practice what you do with this, because you need to get this hand right as well as this right. They have to come in line with each other. So you can practice now your strumming, your chugging, pick your different speeds, start picking some strings, flicking at some strings, and just one finger going up and down. So keep on plugging away, don't give up, you'll get there, and don't let anyone tell you that you won't. Good luck everyone, hope you're enjoying the videos, and thanks for all your support.